Hello students, I am Sachitrakar. Welcome to Cars Physics. This is my lecture 21 on electrostatics and we are continuing electric charge and electric field. Okay. In this lecture, we will start our discussion how to find electric field or electric field intensity due to continuous charge distribution. Okay. I have divided the applications into different parts and this is part 1 of electric field due to continuous charge distribution. Okay, I have divided into different parts and in this part 1 we will discuss how to find electric field due to uniformly charged rod. Okay, but our basic thought is electric field due to continuous charge distribution. Okay, if charge is given to a rod, we are discussing about electric field due to uniformly charged rod. Okay, let's consider this is a rod. Okay, this is a rod. Charge is given to this rod. So we may give positive charge or we may give negative charge. Let this rod is positively charged. We have already discussed if charge is given to a conductor, then the charge is distributed uniformly on the surface of the conductor. Okay, here for the rod we are considering a linear body, means we are considering the length of the rod, means area of cross section of the rod is assumed to be very small. Let length of this rod is L. Length of this rod is L and the total charge given to the rod is uniformly distributed on the surface of the rod. If we are considering a conducting rod, okay, then we may first take uniform linear charge density. Okay, uniform linear charge density, charge is distributed uniformly. Let total charge given to the rod is Q. Okay, then whole charge Q is distributed throughout its length. Then linear charge density means charge per unit length. Linear charge density, charge per unit length. Surface charge density, charge per unit area. Volume charge density, charge per unit volume. Okay, we have discussed already about surface charge density and volume charge density. Here, let linear charge density, uniform linear charge density is lambda. Linear charge density, charge per unit length. Length of the rod is L, total charge is distributed, total charge is Q. So, linear charge density, I am writing here, linear charge density is charge per unit length and its unit will be coulomb per meter. Okay, charge in coulomb, length in meter. We have to calculate electric field due to this uniformly charged rod. Okay. The length of the rod is L. Let's find electric field at any point P. Okay, electric field at any point P. Let this point P is at a distance A from this end of the rod. Okay, we may take along this point P along positive x-axis or we may take along negative x-axis. If this is taken along x-axis, then point P is along positive x-axis. Okay, then the distance of P from one end of the rod is A. Okay, so total charge is given to the rod is Q, but in this case we can't find or we can't apply this formula. Electric field is Q divided by A square or KQ divided by any distance R square. We can't apply this because this formula is valid if a charge is at a point for a point charge and at a distance R, electric field is KQ by R square. So in this case, we can't assume total charge Q is concentrated at the center of the rod as that of center of mass. Our assumption about center of mass, charge is distributed uniformly, mass is distributed uniformly on a uniform body, then whole mass is assumed to be concentrated at the center of the body. We can't take like that. Okay, so here total charge is Q, which is distributed throughout the length, so we can't take point charge is at the center, or we can't take this R is equal to L by 2 plus A. If this is at center, then half the length is L by 2 and this distance is A. From center, total distance is L by 2 plus A. We can't take like this. Okay, so we have to take some alternative method. Okay, let's consider this is an elemental section of the rod. Okay, total length is L. This is an elemental section of the rod. Let this section, length of this section is dx. Okay, length of this elemental length is dx. If total charge Q is distributed throughout the length and total charge is Q, in length L, total charge is distributed. So, uniform charge density is lambda. If lambda is charge per unit length, means if length is 1 unit, then charge is lambda, charge per unit length. Then per length dx, charge means elemental charge is lambda into dx. Okay, lambda is charge per unit length. If length is 1 unit, then charge is lambda. If length is 1 unit, then lambda is numerically equal to charge. Okay, then per length dx, charge is lambda into dx. Okay, then let's take this charge as dq. So here charge is dq and that is positive charge. Okay, now let's consider this point P is at a distance x from this elemental charge dq. Then we can now apply the formula electric field is kq by square of distance. Then for this elemental charge dq, for elemental length dx containing charge dq, electric field at P, electric field at point P due to this elemental length dx containing charge dq. Then we may take here electric field is D, and again you know where we have to find electric field, we have to place an unit positive charge, and force on unit positive charge is electric field. Let's place here an unit positive charge, and this positive charge will repel it, okay, along this direction. Let electric field intensity due to this elemental length dq containing charge, due to this elemental length dx containing charge dq is dE. Then d is k, charge is dq, distance from this charge dq to point P is x, then k dq by x square. Okay, then here we may put d is equal to k dq. In place of dq, we can write lambda into dx divided by square of distance. Now it is easier. Then for total length, we can integrate both sides. But before that, we have taken an elemental length dx of the total length of rod L. Similarly, the whole length of the rod can be divided into a number of equal elemental lengths. Okay, dx, 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 dx up to this end. Whole length of the rod can be divided into a number of equal segments. Length of each segment is dx. Then let's first take elemental length dx from this end. This is dx. Okay. Then from this part of length dx, distance of point P is a. And finally, we will take dx, 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 we may divide. Then from this end, distance of point P is obviously a plus L. This distance is a and total length of the rod is L. Then total length is a plus L from this end, and from this end distance is a, where we are calculating electric field. Now it is easier. Let's integrate both sides. Integration of d is equal to integration of k lambda dx divided by x square. Then integration of d is total electric field due to the whole length of the rod, okay, containing charge q. Okay, q. Let's take this is small q because we have taken dq, small q. Okay, then k is constant. Uniform charge density, this is also constant. Total length is constant and total charge is constant. So linear charge density lambda is constant. Integration of 1 by x square into dx and our limit. Starting from this end, we will first take distance of point P from this end or from this elemental length dx is a, and we have divided the whole length of the rod into a number of elemental sections, each segment of length dx. Then from final end, from this end, distance is a plus L. Then the limit will vary from a to a plus L. Okay, lower limit is a and upper limit is a plus L. Okay, then electric field intensity k into lambda. Integration of 1 by x square, as you know, this is equals to minus 1 by x, and limit varies from a to a plus L. Now it is simpler. This is part 1. This is part 2, and finally I am taking part 3. Not this part, not this part. This is d, the fundamental form of d. Then this is the integration form. We have already integrated. Now only thing is to put the limits. Then electric field. Electric field is k minus k lambda. Bring negative sign outside. 1 by x means 1 by a plus L minus 1 by a. Then our final answer is E, k lambda into 1 by a minus 1 by a plus L. Okay. What is lambda? If in numerical lambda, the value of linear charge density is not mentioned, but total charge and q is given, then you can calculate q by L, or finally you may write magnitude of electric field intensity k 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught lambda is q by L into 1 by a minus 1 by a plus L. This is our final answer. Okay. Then total electric field at this point. After solving this, I am writing here also total electric field at this point along positive x-axis. We have taken along positive x-axis. This point of charge means the unit positive charge is repelled along the direction of electric field intensity. Final answer 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. In place of lambda we are writing Q by L, and again inside bracket 1 by A minus 1 by A plus L. This is our final answer at any point P, means at any distance A from one end of the rod. Okay, this is end of part 1. What I have told you, I have divided into number of small parts. In next part, we will discuss again electric field due to continuous charge distribution, again in a new application. Okay. Thank you, dear students. Thank you for your sincere support. Thanks.